Peeps, do you remember the delicious paella I made? When was it? 2 days ago? That thing, I ate the whole thing. I had left one serving and had that one serving yesterday. But I want to show what I'm going to do with one of the vegetables my sink is draining. One of the leftovers to one of the vegetables that I used, and it's these peppers, beautiful bell peppers. But ooh, I still have water in there. I had just used slivers for slivers of each of these for the paella, but I've decided what I'm going to do now is make stuffed peppers, and I'm going to use ground turkey. So, and now I know that Instagram lets you put longer videos. You just have to put it in the like the TV section. So I hope to show you how I do these and hope that you enjoy. Peeps, do you remember the delicious paella I made? When was it? 2 days ago? That thing, I ate the whole thing. I had left one serving and had that one serving yesterday. But I want to show what I'm going to do with one of the vegetables my sink is draining. One of the leftovers to one of the vegetables that I used, and it's these peppers, beautiful bell peppers. But ooh, I still have water in there. I had just used slivers for slivers of each of these for the paella, but I've decided what I'm going to do now is make stuffed peppers, and I'm going to use ground turkey. So, and now I know that Instagram lets you put longer videos. You just have to put it in the like the TV section. So I hope to show you how I do these and hope that you enjoy. Okay, so now I'm going to put this in a saucepan and I'm going to simmer it for 10-15 minutes. I'm actually going to scoop out all of that. And it doesn't look as red as your jarred pasta sauce. And that's probably because your jarred pasta sauce uses food color and dye. But I'm going to simmer this, cover it and simmer it. Okay, so these are my two pepper halves. I try to take out as much white as possible. They say that the white makes whatever you're trying to eat bitter. So, I don't know. Onion, this is the rest of one of the peppers. Well, actually some of both. Fresh parsley. There's some ground up garlic in there somewhere. My sauce is coming out nice. And that is the ground turkey. I'm going to season it with salt, pepper, oregano, garlic powder, and onion powder, and I'm going to throw in these veggies. And at this point, you want to get your oven ready, 350. Okay, I want to disclose that I added some annatto, paprika, and turmeric so that the meat gets some nice color. You know, because turkey usually, it's pale. Well, I don't want to say pale, but doesn't have the nice redness of ground beef. Then again, ground beef has that redness because they add stuff to it. But anyway, so some turmeric, paprika, and annatto is what I added. All right, palillo, pimentón, and achiote. All right. Oh, I'm putting a pot of water to boil with salt. That is to blanch the peppers. I'm gonna wait till this comes up to a slight boil. Supposedly, if you blanch the peppers a little bit, it'll help like retain its shape and help hold everything into it. So, alright, we'll come back to that. See how the water is at a slight boil? So, I'm just going to drop my peppers in there and just have it there like 2-3 minutes, you know? And then I'll flip it over. And, you know, you're not trying to like cook them. You just want to blanch them a little bit. Where's my... I had a... oh, here it is, a slotted spoon. Yeah, so I guess being that I can dip them, I don't have to flip them over. So I'll leave them there 3-4 minutes. Okay, so next, I'm going to take... Wow, that really... Look at this. Look at that. I'm going to take some of this sauce. And I'm going to kind of just line the bottom of this baked dish with it. Not much. Oh man, you can't even see it. What I should have done is put a little, maybe olive oil, but that's fine. There's olive oil in the sauce. All right. Okay, I took my peppers out the water. It actually started to boil, like heavy. That's what I did not want. So I took them out with my slotted spoon and I ran them through cold water. Okay, now they're cooling off. So now what I'm going to do is I have the bake sheet lined with the sauce. I'm going to put the rest of the sauce in with the meat mixture. And we'll stuff the peppers. Looks good, right? Looks like ground beef. Okay, so here are my stuffed peppers. Right? I put some of the sauce into the meat and cooked it for a couple of minutes. And I want to, if you're going to do this, I want to remind you of something. I didn't have something in mind, and it's that this red pepper here had a sticker on the back of it, and I peeled it off violently. And I think I weakened it down here so it may burst while it's cooking. Hopefully it won't happen. So what we're gonna do is, maybe I should put a little more. That's fine. See, usually I do 4 at a time, but I don't have that many peppers left. It's okay. I'm gonna put it in the oven, 350 for like 15 minutes. I'm gonna check on it at 10, and then we're gonna do one final step after that. Also, I was considering putting beans into the meat mix, maybe corn and other like mixed vegetables, like you know you get from like a little bag of frozen vegetables, but I'm gonna skip it. But it does make it look more colorful. Okay, it's gonna go into the oven. Okay, so it's been a little less than 15 minutes, but you know I'm on the couch listening to news, and I started smelling the peppers. They're still, you know, they have some bite to it. They're of course softer, but if you want more bite or less, you know, you would adjust that 15 minutes. So I'm just gonna put some of the sauce that's left over on top. You can even take some of that sauce on the side. And I'm gonna put it back in the oven for 5 minutes. All right, so now I took it right out again. The sauce cooked a little more. And as the last thing we're gonna add, I'm gonna add a couple of slices of provolone. If I did it more like Mexican or Hispanic style, we use cheddar. But I'm gonna use provolone because the seasonings are more Italian. All right, and I'm gonna scoop a little of the sauce on top. Yeah, the sauce from the side here is fine. Yeah, you don't have to. It's gonna melt nicely. I can't find my other spoon. Hold on. Oh, I'm always telling people to hold on. It should melt nicely. Oh, I forgot. I have sauce left over. You know what? So let's make one saucy, and let's leave this one like that. And again, into the oven 5 minutes. All right. So look at how the peppers came out. I'm gonna scoop up the big one. I'm gonna start with this one first because I'm a big boy. And looks like it didn't rip on the bottom, which I'm very glad about. I'm gonna have that with a super simple salad because I ain't making nothing else. I'm gonna scoop up some of this sauce, put it right on top, and let's see how it looks when I cut it open. We'll leave that one for later. All right, I'm trying my best to balance this camera. You can see the cheese is nice and melted on the side. This just looks very, very nice. I'm sorry for the shakiness. Let's cut into it. Let's cut it this way. Ooh, it's nice and tender. Ooh, look at that. Man, I super stuffed this bad boy. Let's give it a taste. How did I come up with this recipe? I just came up with it. Oh my god. Mmm. Delicious. I wish you were here to try this. This is so good. Alright, well, that's one version of my stuffed peppers. I'll show you another one. I make a vegan or veggie one.